Guys, Heritage is Post Project, and today we have a new video from C++ and C++ tutorial. It is the second session of this tutorial. In last session I explained to you how you can output something. A little I explaining to you what is a variable, but today I want to say too much of the variables and some other information about variables, and we speak about the libraries and how we can add it with sharp include. And like this, it's that last session is very little, but you should watch it before this video. And let's first I say something to you. From today we have only 3 video in the week, but I want to create one better video for better qualities for you, so I should have more time. So from here to all times we have 3 video on week, but we have very good videos, and one of these 3 videos in the week is C++ tutorial. After C++ we're going to other languages, but today we want to start with C++. And these videos have some more time, because tutorial of C++ is C++ is a very advanced language, and if I want to explain it to you, we should have 2 time, and so we haven't any time. So I should get on. We have only 1 video in the week, so I should create one very big video for you. So for this tutorial we have some more time, we have some longer videos. Let us start. For example, you're going to have some breakfast, and it's morning, and you wake up and you're going to eat some breakfast. And if you want to eat breakfast, you get 2 dish for yourself, for example, or 3 dish. You get 2 dish, and in one of that dish you have some cereal, and in other you have another one you have sausages. You don't get the sausages near the cereals, or cereals near sausages. You have 2 dish. So for dishes, and for these dishes, we say these dishes in programming for saving something in one dish, in one memory of the RAM. We say to it, it's variable. We write variable. Variable has too many types. And what is the type? The types is cereal, is the sausages, is the egg. So these types is like in variable we have some types like integer, char, string, boolean, float, and double, and very too much. Very other types I can't say to you, I don't know. We have too much variable types, and we have too much dish for eating breakfast. We have too much food for eating breakfast, and so we don't know all of this. So we know some important of these foods, and we use this. So for variables like this, we should learn some more important things in programming, and we learn it. So we have one of these, it's integer. What we say of integer? Integer is meaning number. So we write integer, and we should write one name for it. You should have a good name for it. For example, you shouldn't write one number for the first of the name. You shouldn't write some names like, for example, the name of this variable we shouldn't write integer the name. We can't have, for example, write if. We can search and find some videos in the some photos in the Google for the names we can't use in the variable name. So here we write integer and the name of the variable. For example, we write number equal, we should write equal the something we want to save it here. For example, 14. for example 10. You saved it and semicolon, and it's going to be finished. We have another thing, it's float. And we write pointing numbers in this. For example, we write num2 equal, for example, 10.5. It's like this. And let's write it. We write cout int is no. Float is num2, and we run it. We get the output. For float we get point numbers, and for integer we get a normal number. We get nature numbers. And we have another thing in programming, double. What is double? Let's write it here. It's again save the pointing number, but it's not good for using in big project or in very important project. You should int float. It's better to saving project. For example, if your project have for example, if your number have too much pointing number, it can't save it. So float it's better to than double. And here, for example, we write num3 equal 10.69. And it's saved. It's okay. Then here we can say, for example, a string or character, char. Char meaning character. chr1 equal, we write it in quotation, for example a. It's a character, and we save one character in char, variables. And also we have another things, a string. We saved text in the string, txt equal hello. You can save some text in the one string. And also we have another thing, it's boolean. Bool, we write it bool, bol1 equal, it can be true or false. It can't be anything else. You should write it true or false for it. And false equal 1, true equal 1, and false equal 0 in programming mean. You can, for example, here write 1 or 0 or true. You can write it like this. Let's print it. You remember we have one thing, cout. We write num end l meaning \n, and finish a line. Then we write num2 again end l, num3 again end l, chr1 again end l, txt end l, and last bool1 and n, and semicolon. And now we can run it. We get here, for example, we write true and it gets 1 to us. We write 1 hello, we write it's right hello, it's right the character char, the pointing number, it's saved in double and float, and also in integers we save nature numbers. And also you can write minus numbers. negative numbers in the an integer, it's okay. And if here we write false, it writes 0 here. Okay, let's say something else here. We have some operators in programming. It's like this. We have it in math: plus, minus, multi. All of this is like math and division. But we have in one thing else in programming, and we don't have it in the math. It's percent. It divide the number and then get the anything else. We can get it in percent. For example, let's say we write here we can say for example it's 10. We can say int num2, and we come here and say, for example, num2 equal num1 %10. It's percented for 2 time. For 3, it can divide it for 3 with 3, and it gets 1, and its output this one. When we use it, for example, if you want write one odded or anything numbers, we write if one number percent to 0 equal to 0, you say odded or not odded. We say something like this. And then let's write it, let's print it, this number, cout num2. It should be get 1, should show 1 to us. Yes, it's correct. And it's get 1. It's correct. We divide it. It's a 3. If here we write float here, watch here. It's right floating. It's right pointing number for us if we divide it in double. I think so. We can have it. I don't know why it's not show. Maybe it's in other updates it's removed. I don't know why. And also let's use mult. Oh, because it's it's an integer and it's double. For that it doesn't show. And plus and minus. It's like math. Here it's same with math, these operators. And also, we can have something, we have something else here in variable. It's named constant variables. What is the constant? For example, here we write one const, and we can't initialize it any another time. Only we can initialize it one time, and here we should initialize it. When you create one variable constant, you should initialize it 10 time. When you create it, now you should write your value of this variable. If you don't write it, you can't write it anything in other times. Here you should write 5 and 8. And then if you want to initialize it again, it gets error to you. It's a constant variable and you can't initialize it again. One time only you can initialize constant variables. and it's very good for security. For example, you have one saving password and you should constant, you can't change it another time. And now I want to say something to you. It's very 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 important. To now we use only output and we use our numbers. We don't get any numbers from user, and use we don't work with console. And if we want to get one number, how we can write it? We have one function in programming C. It's named cin. It's meaning get number from user. For example, here we have one variable num meaning, and here we write cin this num from user, and it's correct. Then you write cin console gets this number from user. For example, we write 6 and its output 6, and we use it in other project I showed to you. It's very very important for getting number from user with cin. For example, you should print you should get one number from user, and you want to get the name and age of the user and write hello to him or her. Here we should have one string name. Here we write cout name equal cin name, and cout age and get age from user. Then come here and write hello the name of the user name, and say your age is no, and we write it here. For example, we come here and say, for example, put it age 1 year, and it say hello put it your age is 1, your age is 1, and here we should write one space. Put it project, and it's 1 year. And we can have one anything else. For example, we say year for born, and here you come here and say num equal num 2024 minus no. Why? Because now we are at the 2024, and we use now time, the time of today. For example, we can say here put it, for example, Jack 2010, and it's a 14 years old, and it's another project we can use. You can use anything, you can create any project you think about it. You can search and find some projects in Google or any in for example Geek for Geek and like these websites you can find. If here, for example, here we want to get one number from user and show 1 plus num 1 plus num for user, plus it meaning plus it for one time, and for example we write 10, it's writes 11 for us. It's add 1 point to it, one number to it. Here you have too many road for it. One of this, it's like this: num equal num plus 1. It's like this. And here cout num. It's very correct. For example, 12, and it's a 13. Another things you can use it. Now I want to say another type of operator to you. You here write plus equal 1. It's like this, meaning plus equal, meaning num equal num plus 1. Here you can write 9, for example. For example, I write 10 and it's write 19, and you can use it very too much times. It's very good for programming and writing fast programming. It's very good at programming fast. If we have anything else, minus equal, it's right num equal num minus 9. And for example, again here I write 10, it's right 1 to us. For us it's right 9. Also we have another thing, it's like this. This program, it's like this. Watch here, num equal num minus 9. It's like this. It's not have any difference to this line, but it's faster. We have another thing, it's s star equal, meaning mult equal num equal num mult to 9. And for example, we write 90, and it's like this. Watch here, num equal num mult to 9. It's like this. And also, if you have one program for dividing, you want to divide it, you write like this: divide equal to 9, for example. Again, it's like num equal num divide to 9. 19, for example. 90, and it's right 10 to us. And it's like this: num equal num divide to 9. We have another operator for one number, for adding one number to the numbers. It's like this: plus plus. We said num plus plus or num minus minus. Let's come here and rewrite plus plus. It's meaning num plus equal 1 or num equal num plus 1. It's like this. For example, here we say 10, it's right 11. This line 13, like this. Watch here, num equal num plus 1 and num plus equal 1. It's like this. And don't forget, when we write plus equal, you can't write equal plus. you write wrong here. You should write plus equal. The program gets error for you if you write equal plus. You should write plus equal. And what is the minus minus? For example, here we write minus minus, and it's right. For example, we say 10 to it. It should be right 9, and you watch, it's right 9 to us. This program, it's very good. This operator, it's very good for writing faster codes, and faster codes meaning better codes for programmers. And it's like this. And today we want to learn another thing again. Let's learn another thing. In this tutorial, now we want to learn, last session you remember, I said to you cout meaning writing output something. We have another function for it. It's write printf. If you learned print C, you watch printf. It's come from C to C++. Here we write, for example, here print f. Here, for example, we write hello world. And here we don't have any and l. We should write \n. And let's run it. Okay. For example, let's rewrite something. It's write hello world. It's very important thing for writing printf. And here we don't have any this bigger character. How we can write any, for example, any numbers or any variables in printing. You have another things in printf. It's like this %i, and then here you write rule, and here you write the name of your variable. Here, for example, I write no. I print it. I'm going to print it 12, and it's right 11 because here we have 1 minus. And we write, you can't here, for example, a string. Here, for example, let's write one string. If here you get one string from user, you can't show it with %i. You should write %s for string data types. It's correct now, I think so. %sy. It's not wrong. Wait a minute. Let's remove this line again and write it. Printf, you have %s and the string, it's no. I don't know why we get this error. txt, get the txt here from user. txt0, for example, let's write it. Oh, I know why. We should write here the one star for pointing to project, for pointers, the project ampersand. Oh, let's add let's have some problem with a string. Let's add sharp include a string. Again we get it, I don't know. Now the compiler is having fun to us, I don't know why. We can write it, I don't know why it gets error to us. For example, let's write char. We get one character from user, and here we can write /c %c and get it. And this %s it's correct, and I don't know why it doesn't show it to us. For example, if we write c and it's right the percent of it. And for floating we write f float numbers or double, float and doubles. And it's right for us, and it's finished again. And let's write the hello world program with it. It's, you know, if you write here hello world, it's very easy, but it's a same thing in programming. When we learn output, we should write hello world \n, and let's run it. And it's right. In programming with printf, we have another thing, \t. It's writing one tab between this space. And here, for example, we write something else. It's right the hello world and for a space meaning one tab and other code. It's right, and it's the \t is the work of \t in programming. And now let's learn about something. It's named comment in programming. And what is the comment, and why we should use the comments in programming, and why? Comments, for example, with comments we write some explaining text in the code. For example, we write it with 2/ the code explaining, and I don't know, I write it wrong, and it's not wrong in program. It's another work of for us, and we write it for disable for one line because it's not wrong. We want to watch this line have error, or any other line, any other lines have error. We comment this line and we checked it. For big lines we don't use this 2/, we write 1/ star, and here we come at the last of line we write star / again for write the comments. And it's not run in the program, it's only for writing one explaining or stop one line. And now I want to say something to you. It's very important in programming, changing data types, and it's very important. So listen to me very carefully. We have one variable, a string. Watch here, a string num equal 500. It save one number, and we want to change this number to integer. How we can write it? You should come here and write integer num2 equal stoi, open and close, the name of that variable, and we saved it. We see out it, and now we can write all of math work with this number. It's a number. If here we write, for example, +1 num +1, it we get error. But here if we write num2 +1, we don't get any error. It's work okay without any error. Watch here. But here if we write num it gets error, and you should write integer numbers for doing math works. And also, if you want to watch the type of this, you come here and you write cout type id. The name of this variable is num2 dot name, and we run it. We get I, meaning integer. If here we write num, we get a string, and it's meaning this 500. And why it doesn't show a string, I say to you. If we write num2, now if we get I, it's meaning is integer, and you can work with this number with math operators. Why here we don't get any string? We don't have any string data types in the programming. A string is a characters, for example 10 characters. For example, here we write 1 character, and here we write one. When we create one string, it's right. For example, here it have 10 parameter, and it creates one character with 10 one array of the character with 10. If you don't know what is the array, I say to you in other parts. It writes 10 home for this char, and when we go into the array, I say to you 2 more, and that error we have it in last part printf that %s, it's for this. In array session, I say to you why we get this error and how we can debug it. And also, if you have one integer, for changing this integer to changing this integer to the one string, you come here, Ctrl+S V 500 for example, and we don't initialize it here, only we write it. Then we come here and write num equal to a string, the int value is num2, and we output it, and we get this type. It's meaning a string. Here we write it since a string, but I say to y in array part, and it's finished. This session, it's very long video, I know. Thank you for watching this video to here, and if you like this tutorial, please like the video. If you want to help this channel, please subscribing and share the video to your friends. I want to create one better video. If I get one good webcam, I write my picture for you. And if you have any question about this session, I know this session is very hard for you. If you have any question, you can write it at comments. And also, if you have any ideas for creating or any question from programming or C++ or other languages, you can write it at comments. If you want to help me, I say to you, like the video. Thank you for watching this video to here, and like always, here's Put Project, and goodbye.